Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video, we're going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but not just Ninja Turtles. The least liked turtle that I came to a consensus. Well, I should say least liked turtle, because I don't know how she is perceived throughout the rest of the fandom. But she's my least favorite turtle. Partially because the Next Mutation show portrayed her in not a good light. I always figured this turtle had a potential. It's just how she was shown wasn't in the best of light. And who or what am I talking about? Venus. There was this Ninja Turtle show, live action, in the 90s called Next Mutation. It had the four turtles plus Splinter, and the Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Splinter teamed up with this female turtle named Venus, and she had magical powers, and that show only lasted about 20ish episodes, and that show was debatedly the worst Ninja Turtle show in general. Debatedly. For me, Next Mutation is up there as one of the worst Ninja Turtle shows, but not Next Mutation, I mean Rise of the Ninja Turtles is up there as one of the worst Ninja Turtle shows, but Next Mutation, I had to literally force myself to watch it. It wasn't like the 2012 show where I was generally excited about what will happen next, and the episode after the episode I just watched. The Next Mutation show was why? I dislike Next Mutation so much that I hated watching every second of it. But the only reason why I saw the entire series because I knew it was only one season, and I wanted to give this show its fair chance to more accurately judge the entire series. And the entire series being just one season, I'm so happy I only had one season because that show was Hot Mess in Half. But getting into this article by Screen Rant, which pin comments down below, check out this article for yourselves if you want to. It says TMNT's controversial female turtle Vennus is officially coming back. It has been officially revealed that Vennus, the female member of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is returning to the team in the upcoming comic. And this was published about a month ago. So I'm a month late. I did not know about this until the Old Turtle Den, which is a great Ninja Turtle YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, please do so. That will also be in the pinned comments down below. So please give that channel some love. So let's get into the article. And it says, warning, which I feel like this, I should read this before getting into the actual article. It says, warning. Spoilers for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 127. So if you guys don't want any spoilers for this, for the 127th issue of this Ninja Turtle run, please do not watch this video. If you don't want any spoilers, go read this comic and then come back. Fair warning. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm assuming if you're still here, either you don't care about spoilers or you already read this. One of those two. So it says, it has been officially revealed that Vennus, the female member of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is returning to the team in an upcoming comic. It was previously speculated by Screen Rant. Funny enough, because that's where I'm reading this from, Screen Rant. It was previously speculated by Screen Rant that the controversial turtle might make a comeback, and IO9. IO9, I don't know what that means. Stands for it. Again, I'm going to put this in the pin comments down below, so correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's like 109 or IO9, I don't know. And IO9 has now confirmed the theory. When she was introduced in the 1997 live-action series, Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, being the show that I was referring to not so long ago, Vennus was a controversial addition to the Brotherhood. Benefiting from the success of the film series, the show built upon the original dynamic of Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. But as the Ninja Turtles fought Dragon Lord, which before I continue, Dragon Lord was pretty much the big bad of the series. They had Shredder in like 2 episodes, like they were 3 episodes if you want to count like the first 2 episodes. That's 2 different, but the Shredder was in like the first 2 episodes, and then he was later on just as a Rokusaki in a later episode. Before I continue with this, the thing about the Next Mutation is that it seemed like the costumes were from like a party store, like a like Spirit Halloween store. And I'm not trying to dunk on Spirit Halloween, because Spirit Halloween is a pretty good store for Halloween stuff. That's where I got my some of my costumes for my cosplays. But Next Mutation should not feel like they got their costumes from a quote-unquote cheap Halloween store. And I'm not trying to call Spirit Halloween cheap. It's just their costumes look cheap in the show. And like the original Ninja Turtle trilogy, like movies, even the Star Wars movies, the prequels and the original trilogy, pretending the sequel trilogy doesn't exist, their costume were good. Their costumes were great. I'll even bring the sequel trilogy. Their costumes may not be as good, in my opinion, as the first 2 trilogy of Star Wars, but they were still pretty decent. Better than this, than the Next Mutation show. The costumes were definitely one thing that I had an issue with in the Next Mutation show. But I digress. As the Ninja Turtles fought the Dragon Lord, Venus de Milo proved to be a worthwhile ally. And Venus was a shinobi, which, if you guys don't know, a shinobi is a ninja, right? A shinobi is a ninja, but it's a male ninja. And that is have been one of my criticisms towards the Next Mutation show, right? Because the reason why I had an issue with Venus being shinobi was I wouldn't have minded if it was like Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, or Splinter. It's because the shinobi is a male ninja. A shinobi is a male ninja. So like Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Splinter were male ninjas. The Shredders were male ninjas. Was a male ninja. You can't even say, to a certain extent, Batman is a male ninja. Like I said, to a certain extent. A female ninja, which I looked up on Google, is Akino Ich, which they got right in the 2012 Ninja Turtle show with Karai. And I think Splinter called actually April Akino Ich, which is female ninja. So I'm hoping, before I continue in this article, I'm hoping that they'll call Venus and Kino Ich besides Shinobi. Because someone like me, I'm very specific on terms of the titles. So let Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, Splinter, Shredder be called Shinobis. Let April, if they decide to make her a ninja, Karai, Venus, be called Kino Ich. I'm very specific on terms of the name, like the titles, I should say, in this scenario. But with that said, I will continue with the article. However, Vennus' inclusion didn't feel right to many fans, so I wasn't the only one. Also, mutated her into a humanoid form. She possessed a few strange similarities with the Ninja Turtles. She learned. She even learned how to be a ninja from her upbringing in China. Originally required by IO9, Vennus will make her comic book debut in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 127. Written by Sophie Campbell, with art by Pablo Tunica, I apologize for butchering the name, and the colors by Rhonda Pattinson. While TMNT issue number 127 is released on March 16th, which is 3 days ago, Tunica covered for TMNT issue number 128 provides a glimpse of the future adventure involving Vennus. The series will soon begin a new story arc, which incorporates the new Ninja Turtle, with an issue releasing on Free Comic Book Day, which takes place on May 7th, which I love Free Comic Book Day. I hadn't had a chance to go up to any conventions to get, or any place to get free comic books, sadly, yet in my life, and I'm 26 now. I wanted to. And I am willing, if I find this Vennus comic book on May 7th, I will be up to giving her a chance. Like, I want Vennus to succeed. Just like the other Ninja Turtle was this, I forget her name, starts with E. She has a yellow bandana and her weapons are pretty much Wolverine. I want her to succeed. I love the Ninja Turtles. Hence why half my name is a pun to the Ninja Turtles. Phil TMNT. So I really want Vennus to succeed. I really do. And from the images, I'll try to make at least one of the images as the thumbnails I see on here being she has this thing in the back that's kind of like a crystal, and it looks, if I'm not mistaken, she could be this first one Vennus could be a cyborg turtle, kind of, with still having magical powers, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with a Ninja Turtle having magical powers. My only gripe with her in the next mutation shows that, outside of the poor writing, her being called Shinobi when she should have been called Kino Ichi. That's my only gripe. Like I said, I'm very specific. There we go. Okay. Sophie Campbell expressed in a press release that she has wanted to bring Vennus into comic books for a long time, saying, I quote unquote, I've been trying to make a Vennus comeback happen for a while. I almost can't believe it's finally happening. It's been amazing to watch Sophie Campbell. Oh, and then it says former TMNT writer Tom Walsh spoke on the announcement saying, it's been amazing to watch Sophie Campbell continue our long-running TMNT series with such careful consideration and commitment to the kind of character-driven storylines that have always been a foundation for what makes all the Turtles so beloved and eternal. And now she's crafted a clever plan to introduce a character from the past that many thought would never see the light of day again. I never thought she would see the light of day again too, because that next mutation show was bad, poorly representing the Turtles, poorly representing Splinter, Shredder, poorly representing every character, old and new. So I'm happy that Vennus is getting a comeback. I'm hoping this comeback is what she needs to have a fan base, an actual fan base. Because I personally, and I'm not saying this like she doesn't have a fan base, but from what I've seen, Venus does not have a fan base, really. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a fan of Venus, please let me know in the comments. There's no shame here. I still respect you either way. I'm personally not. I'm personally not a fan of how Next Mutation showed Venus. I wanted to be a fan of Venus, but the Next Mutation did a poor job of doing that. So I'm hoping this comic book will make people like me, a fan of Venus, who aren't a fan of Venus at the moment. The female turtle's named Jenica, the one with the yellow bandana with the Wolverine weapons. Guess they mentioned it just now. It says, in 2019, another female turtle was introduced in the comic books called Jenica. Previously a human member of the Foot Clan, she had been morphed into a turtle following a blood transfusion with Leo. With Venus joining the team, Jenica won't be the only modern female member of the TMNT. Oh, okay. So, before I continue, it seems like we're going to have two female turtles, Jenica and Venus. One of them is pretty much a magical turtle, being Venus, and the other one's a human that got transformed into a turtle, being Jenica, through a blood transfusion. Jenica. Okay, I'm okay. I'll be okay with that. If it's like really good writing, I'll be okay with that. With Venus joining the turtles, Jenica won't be the only modern female turtle of the female member of the TMNT. Although Venus was once controversial, a reimagined take on the character could prove to be popular. There are a limited amount of ways of her comic book iterations to surprise readers. Venus returns to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles begins on March 16th, which is 3 days ago by the time of this recording. And that's the end. Okay, so I'm okay with this. Because, like I said, I wanted to be a Next Mutation fan. I wanted to be a Venus fan. My first introduction to this version of the Ninja Turtles, of Next Mutation Turtles, was the Power Rangers crossover. The infamous Power Ranger Ninja Turtle crossover. And I was a little kid at the time. So, of course, at the time I was a little kid. And I was, I'm not saying this, like, Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles are only a little kid taste, but I didn't have the same standards as I do now, if that makes sense. So, at the time I thought, oh my god, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, oh my god, this is so awesome, yay! And I love that episode. As I got older, the concept of that episode was pretty good. It's pretty decent. I'm not as excited about it as when I was a kid. Of course I could nitpick that, but I like that concept of the episode as an adult. And that was my first introduction to the Next Mutation Turtles. I want to support this. I really do. And because especially since I do want Venus, like I said, to have her spotlight. I want her to have a fan base. It sounds like that Jenica may already have a fan base, and I'm happy for that. I'm excited for Venus to make a comeback. Hopefully this time she will get the direction she deserves, unlike she was in the Next Mutation show. Maybe if Next Mutation had a season 2 or 3, maybe she would have, like, that show would have been better, But, like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited for Venus. She deserves a redemption arc for us fans who might be scarred from watching the Next Mutation show. And I can't wait until like May 7th when Free Comic Book Day comes, because, like I said, if I can find a Venus comic, this specific Venus comic, on Free Comic Book Day on May 7th, I will seriously pick it up. And if I can, pick multiple copies up. So I can give it to some of my friends. And read it. I will seriously read it. And I will make a video telling you guys if I'm able to get it. I will make a video. I will give you guys my full honest reaction to it. And yeah, so that's my thoughts. I'm excited. I think, like I said, Vennus deserves this chance to get redeemed, per se, in the fan base. I don't think she was exactly a bad character. But she was just poorly, her character arc, per se, in the next mutation was poorly developed and poorly shown. And I'm excited to see where this comic book will take us with Vennus. So what's your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I will have this Screen Rant article and the video where I discovered this from, this story from, in the pinned comments. So please read this read this article, watch the video, and let me know what you guys think about this news. Up until then, love you all. Have a wonderful day. And be kind to one another. And Cowabunga dudes.